Hello. I have a practice I want to share today for getting out of your mind and into your heart and mostly into your body, especially into the lower body. And this is important because so many of us spend so much time in our heads and trying to figure out the solutions to our problems and analyze and intellectually try to figure out how to go about getting what we want and finding contentment and peace or whatever it is that we desire in our lives. And what I see as a very common problem, like across the board, people that are, would consider themselves intellectuals, people that would consider themselves deeply spiritual, not that those two are, can't be the same, but, across the board I see this, that people really think that, and myself included, that we can rationalize away our problems, that we can somehow intellectually, with our minds, if we think hard enough, if we, search and ask all the right questions, that eventually we're going to come to the solution. And this might be true some of the time, but what I've seen as well is that the body holds an incredible amount of wisdom. And this is a great untapped resource. And the funny thing is, it's like those greatest treasures are hidden like right here. We don't have to seek, find the right teachers, the right books, the right whatever program it is. What we really need is information, practices that guide us back to this. Because this holds all the medicine, all the wisdom, all the power, all the beauty, all the sweetness that we truly desire. And so this practice is super powerful for bringing you out of the busy mind, and also really wonderful if you deal with anxiety a lot or just an overactive mind and you have trouble dropping into your body. And it's also really powerful for just, sort of increasing your sexual power, or another word for this is vitality. Right? Your basic vitality, like the amount of oil in your lamp, the amount of fuel in your machine, right? The Taoists and yogis, all across the world, the ancients talk about this sexual force as that basic vitality, life force energy. This is incredibly important. And we don't do a lot of practices in the West, and we don't have a lot of things that are sort of embedded in our culture and in our daily lives that really feed this. Good food will feed it, love will feed it, right? Like cuddles and snuggles and all of those things. And then there are like specific practices like what we're going to do, what I want to share with you today, that can help to build that vitality and build that energy, to give all of your other projects some extra energy, an extra boost, right? And so this practice is going to bring us, it's going to sort of bring us, we're going to do a little bit of a three minds into one, we call it. Gathering the energy from the mind sort of in, like pulling all these strands of energy that are usually sort of thinking about all kinds of other things, our to-do lists, the planning for the future, all of this, right? We're going to pull that energy back into the center of the brain, call it the crystal palace. And then we're going to pull in all of our emotional energy. So this energy that gets put into other people, causes, all kinds of things that we get really emotionally tied into. This can actually drain us. And so we're going to pull that energy into the heart. And then we're going to sort of allow those two minds to kind of drop into this lower dantian, we call it, but it's really this sort of cave of Kundalini energy. It's the cave of this vitality, this life force energy that keeps us sustained, keeps our energy really full. And so I'm going to guide you through this practice. It's fairly short. You don't have to do all the parts. If there's one piece that you really, really like, you can just do that one piece. It's okay to pick and choose, but all of it together is super duper powerful.
And so you're going to begin by gathering up all the strands of energy moving in other directions into the center of your being. So first we're going to imagine all these strands of energy from the mind moving in all the various directions, gathering like strands of spaghetti, pulling them into the center of diamond of clarity, into the center of the brain. You can even use your hands to pull these strands of spaghetti into the very center. And then repeating this process for the heart, gathering all emotional energy from all the different directions, pulling it all the way into the center of the heart, including energy from up above, gathering all of this energy to a beautiful, radiant light at the center of the heart. And then beginning to sweep all this energy down. So using your hands to sweep the energy from the mind, the heart, allowing all this maybe unrest, this overactive mind and heart, sweeping it all the way to the base of the body, allowing your energy to settle in the roots. And then using your hands again to gather this spaghetti, gathering energy from the lower part of the body now, gathering in desires. So any desires you have, anything you want, gathering these like strands of energy to the center of your being. Now, to activate this vitality at the base, we're going to use a breath of fire. It's a fast breath, like a panting breath, in and out of the nose. And you're going to concentrate this breath all the way at the base of the body. You can bring your hands to the hips and begin the breath of fire, concentrating it way down in the low body. Inhale deeply, hold the breath in, gathering all this energy at the root, at the base, at the genitals, the pelvis, squeezing lightly up on the pelvic floor, feeling this fire, this vitality be sparked. And then exhale. Rest a moment, and when you're ready, you can begin again, inhaling deeply to begin the breath of fire. Inhale deep, hold the breath in, gathering all this energy in the pelvis, pulling up slightly on root lock, squeezing the pelvic floor, the perineum, the anus, sex organs. And exhale, release the breath. You can move a little bit if you like. Now you're going to begin to sound. So you're going to take some breaths deep into the pelvis. You can move, you can breathe, you can sound. So you're going to take a deep inhale into the pelvis and exhale, open the mouth and just let yourself sound. And again, deep inhale, exhale, sounding. Letting yourself be as wild as you want to be, moving however your body wants to move. You can pause here, repeat this as many times as you like, releasing any stuck energy. If you're ready, you can make your way up to seated. Just begin some Sufi grind, some pelvic circles. So hands on the knees, rounding the body. You're trying to draw a circle with your belly button. Letting the shoulders be soft, the heart soft. And even imagining you're drawing a circle on the floor with your tailbone, moving in one direction and then the other, sending the breath way down into the pelvis, down into the low belly. And we're going to make the sound ONG, O-N-G, which stimulates the cervix, the perineum, and the root. Inhale deeply. And now the most important part, we're going to store this energy in the body for vitality. So you're going to find the point below the belly button, a couple inches, put your left hand there, then the right hand over the left. Begin some circles, up on the left, down on the right, so circling around, gathering all this energy from all the different corners of your body, bringing everything all the way into this treasure chest right below the belly button. And then reversing the direction, going the other way, feeling this energy really accumulate, condense deep in the low belly. You're gathering a pearl, a treasure chest. This is where your reserves are. When the energy gets stored here, your body knows just what to do with it. We'll do healing work, we'll bring transformation, whatever it is that you need. So imagining this light right below the belly button, all yours.
And now you can go about your day, energized and fully in your body. This is a practice that you can do as many times as you like. Said that, whenever you're not using your mind for something very particular, like taxes, planning, whatever it is, that it should be resting, in the lower part of your body, in these deeper, in the roots of the body, especially in the northern hemisphere as we're moving into fall. This is a really, really juicy, really sweet place to be, is really, really deep in the body. If you'd like to learn more about me and my work, NicoleNardoni.com is the place to find me. And if you identify as a woman and you are wanting to dive deeper into these practices, I offer retreats, one coming up in Costa Rica in February. I'd love to have you there.